All right. Let's get this party started. Let's get it started.
What you doing?
What's going on, guys?
So what you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Sweet. All right. How are you? How's it going, Robert?
I'm pretty good.
Glad you made it.
Yeah, and I think I missed two or three. I think two of those. I was out of town.
Yeah. I'm holding that against you, buddy.
I know.
Not cool. Not cool.
I know. I missed it. I really did.
All right. I was thinking of adding a way of keeping track of streaks, like how many times you can go in a row without missing one.
Oh, interesting.
Might be fun. Hold on just a second. Oh, someone just stopped in front of my house and I'm like, move along. I don't think they're just checking their door. All right, cool. We got Suzanne, we got Robert, we got Mark, we got Greg. All the cool people are here. Why are you laughing? All right, well, thanks for making it. Let's get started. Okay. We have today.
Oh, this is evil. I'm going to stop you right here.
What?
You are, this is not okay.
Have you listened to the clips yet, Suzanne? Because
I have not.
No, yeah, it's worse than you think.
I will brace myself. You suck, Zion. All right, continue.
Yes.
We get 2 hours on this one.
Yeah. No, sir. So yeah, each of these are a different key and a different rhythm, or yeah, a different BPM.
Wow.
And then there. Now I have provided the BPM when you download it. The BPM is in the title of the download. They don't all have to be played at the same time, but they all have to be in the same song that does not change BPM. So once you set your BPM, they've all got to work in it, and they've all got to work in they've got to be in approximately the right key if you can make it. So this is going to be, if you've never done this before, if you've never warped or anything before, this might be a little challenging. I am going to be doing this in Ableton, and a lot of you do have Ableton. If you want to, I'm streaming live, by the way, on YouTube. So after you get off the Zoom, if you're getting stuck, just jump on and watch what I'm doing. Otherwise, just try to figure it out and go forth the way you would do it in your DAW. It doesn't matter what genre this ends up in. It doesn't matter what, yeah. If it's chill or if it's aggressive, it doesn't matter. And you do get bonus points if you can use some side chaining effect in it. Okay. Suzanne.
Why? Why? I thought this was going to be an easy transition to Thursday, but no. It's fine. No, it's fine. No, I can handle it. I can do it. It's fine.
There's none of that chill weekend vibe here. This is serious business on Thursdays.
It's serious. You got
I
this.
see.
We can do it though. We can totally do it.
Absolutely.
I say.
So and I think actually in the file itself, when you download it, it should yeah, it'll say the BPM and the key. So I'm already helping you out quite a bit here. Come on. But you got to make it all work. So you got to make it, you got to warp, you got to change the pitch or whatever you got to do to make these things work. this is an exercise in learning how to make your DAW transform files to make them do what you want. So, all right.
If you feel any better, I tell my personal trainer she sucks too. She assigns me stupid things like this. Okay, it's fine.
It's
It's
a
great.
compliment. I think that's how I'm
Yeah.
taking.
He says a compliment.
All right. All right.
Any questions? Anybody
got
have any
this.
questions? All right, guys, go forth. Oh, by the way, if you are in Safari, we just found out that these buttons don't show up over here. I'm using Chrome right now, but if they don't, right click right here, just right click on the little thing and hit save audio as. It usually works that way. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck, guys. See you at
Alrighty.
the top of the hour.
All right.
Bye. Glad you're here, Jerome. Glad you're here, John. Okay, so if you guys, you're welcome to stay on. I'm going to stay on the Zoom call because I'm going to do this live. And I'm streaming to YouTube here. You're more than welcome to watch me, but I do want you guys to do it as well. So if you can, do it on your end and jump back on at the end of the hour. So I've got all 4 of the files already downloaded. And what I'm going to do is, like I said, the key and the BPM is in each file already. I've got C#, I've got a C, I've got this one's C also. And this one is, I have no idea what, I think this is the rhythm. Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't have a key. So this rhythm is at 130 BPM. So if we split that in half, that would be 65. So I could split that. And then if we put a metronome on, that's actually kind of cool. I like that. I think we're going to stick with that. I'm now going to warp this. So I'm going to hit the warp button. So now as I change the BPM, it will change with it, but the others won't. So let's speed it up to maybe 85. Let's cool. Maybe down to 80. All right, so now that's our rhythm. And the next thing I want to do is we're going to work on our bass. So I'm going to put the bass up here. And the bass is going to sound like. All right, so it's at 90 on its own before being warped. So we're at 82. It already sounds fast. I think this might be too fast too. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, that feels better. And we're going to keep that looped. So let's just do that 2 bars and loop that. I like that. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky here. I basically am wanting to spread this over that time period. So let's do this. Let's grab at the end of this and let's bring it out. And I'm going to pull this out here, out to there. And we've got different kinds of warping modes. I've got complex, beats, tones, textures. I can't remember what each one of these does. I should know this. I want to see what beats does though. tones. Or no. Texture. I don't know. Repitch. No. Complex. I usually just stick with complex. It usually sounds good, so I'm going to just keep it right there. So now together. Yeah. All right. So here, I want to make sure I get it pretty close to the beat. Maybe do it a couple of times. Keep things lined up. All right, so I'm getting, that's pretty good. That sounds like it's in, okay, that's supposed to be in C. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop Omnisphere on here. And let's grab, let's just look at our first, just to understand what, all right, let's turn these off. That fits great on C minor. So we're going to just play off of C minor, which means the next one should work. Oh, that is such a cool sound. What we're going to do is I'm going to grab the very end of that and we're going to drag it out also, and then have to do this. So I know how far to go out, and then we'll pull that back to 5 right there. And so that works. However, I might offset it a little bit. I kind of want it to start about right there or right here. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll just do this. So ambient voices, this is going to have to be pitched down. This is at C sharp. That's going to be hard to make fit. So what I want to start with is we're going to bring this back down to here. And we'll loop that. And then I'm going to pitch it. So we're in complex mode. I'm going to pitch it down by 1 semitone. Wow, that doesn't sound good. Wow. Let's just look at these two. Move here. Oh, you know what? There we go. All right. You got this note here. I'm gonna take the percussion off and the strings. I've been going the wrong way this whole time. Okay, we want to go down. Problem is there's a note in there. So I'm going to use this as a drop because yeah, I think that the problem is it is so atonal. Well, it's got so many harmonics in it. It sounds like you're in the key of C minor, but you've got a, that's like a, that's weird. It's almost like a 5+ note into a 7 or 6+. Really weird. I don't know what that would even be called, but it's not helping. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this over here. We're going to go, we'll use that as a drop. So something's going to happen. We'll move into that. So until then, we're going to work this first. And we're going to use, let's put a drum kit in here. And yeah, drum kits. Hey baby, I've got a kitten in here. All kits, circles, drums. Let's do tape, presets, Ableton. Let's look at one of these kits here. Def Burrito kit. I like, I really like circles drums a lot. What if we just grab this loop? Oh, no. Let's grab this. And so I need to change how the clip comes in. Unwarped, warped one shot, warped loop. Auto, I think I want to change it to, and then we're going to drop it in now. Nope, that didn't work. It's not auto warping that, which is weird. Maybe I have to start a new track. No. All right, well, we're gonna do it ourselves then. Here we go. Robert, John, are you guys still with me? All right, that sounds like mud. Kind of like that. And then if we drop it over MIDI, Watch what happens. Boom. Well, that didn't work very well. Maybe we'll just keep this. I'm getting some clipping, so I'm going to turn everything down here. And we're going to turn it down to something like that's cool, except I think we're going to get too complicated if we go that direction. What if we just and what if we do a side chain to this? So what I want to do is I actually want to do a side chain. So I'm going to grab a compressor and I'm going to drop it over this bass line. I like my basses to be purple for some reason. I don't know why. Just it makes me see it easier. Percussion, I usually like to be gray or black. And we'll just keep that there for now. So we got this. I just want the I want a side chain off of the percussion, but I just want the low end of it. So it's going to only activate when it's hitting those areas there. And so now I'm going to bring the threshold down. So those two together now fit a lot better, but it's still not that interesting. What about, this is a hard one. I'm going to grab my LFO tool and I'm going to drop it on my bass as well. And I'm going to give it a little pulsing. It's not really side chaining, it's just pulsing. So by itself. You know what might be cool? If we did it the other way around. Let's drop these on this, on the percussion, and then side chain off of the bass. What would that do? That's cool. So without the LFO. So it's getting its side chain off of the bass notes, the low bass notes. And then I'm going to run it through this Elevo tool. It's going to make it even wonkier. Smooth it out a little bit. Not do it quite as much. And I'm going to use a transient to bring out the sustain and less attack. Yeah, we're not going to use that drum. And what if we went to a different note right in here? And what if we grabbed a different note there? So we're in C. I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones down to my 4 note. Let's try that with this weird string thingy. 4 semitones. No. Oh, you know what? That's going to be playing a minor chord. So we probably want to go to a minor. And the 2 minor is going to be a better option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. Let's go up 5. Which means we need to either go up 5 here or 8 down on this bass line. Is it 7 down? Yeah. So now I think what I want is just really ambient drums, like really distant. Something just beautiful way off in the distance. And I don't think we're going to get it from that. Let's look for something a little less modern and something that's let's see, I was thinking battery, but why don't we just pull up Splice and let's get like a new age drum set or something like that. Something that's kind of new wave, chill. Let's all collections, drum, groove, genre, and let's choose ambient or what is IDM? Who knows what that is? All right, so let's see what these are. No, let's do No. You know what? Let's try not to use splice, actually. Let's go toward a drum set that yeah, something like this, really smooth. And we're going to just create a groove here. So maybe like this. Maybe even throwing in All right, so I've got a nice little groove going on here. And that's where I want to change my rhythm here.
It's like I'm in a disco in Berlin, Zion.
Hey, there's somebody listening.
Well, I was watching you work and I thought, I'm not getting my own project done. So I probably should just see how your Ableton works here
Yeah.
and what you're doing. So,
Well, I don't know what I'm doing, man. Just trying to keep it kind of chill and we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
okay, I probably should get over to my
Okay.
dog and see what I can do.
All right. See you, John.
Yeah.
Let's see, 7. This is going to go up 8. That's not it. That's not what I want. Let's see. That's not what I want at all. Let's do. So that actually, that's too high. I want that to go low. 5 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. Yeah, all right. And right in here, I want to create a little drum fill. Okay, that's going to be hard to implement into this. So come on, don't get locked up. Hmm. I like this. I think I like this better, actually. A pad, short, acoustic strings, maybe. else can I do? Maybe throw a little vocal thingy in there. The last minute, I've got 1 minute left. Let's throw a little vocally thingy in there. I gotta save it before I do anything. And we're gonna drop in. I would love to put some electric guitar in there, but I don't have time. But let's use exhale. And see what we can do with this. Hey, John, I just saw your message. So the files are MP3s. You're given just audio. And you don't have to convert it to MIDI. You've got to learn how to warp. So whatever DAW you're using, you've got to know how to warp or adjust the pitch and timing of each of the files to make them line up. And every DAW is different on how to do that. So this is kind of an exercise of learning how to do that. Let's change the key to this. Let's jump to splices. What is wrong with this? Okay. There we go. All right. Let's give me some C minor-ish feel. Something like that. Let's start this here. Okay, let's do that. And we're going to drop ozone on it. Put it somewhere like right in here. and we're going to use the Master Assistant CD. Let's do that. All right, so that's good enough. We got to render this thing. I've got 2 minutes left. Don't crash on me, please. Don't crash on me. Scattered tempos, version 1, desktop. Let's do it. Let's do it. Rendering. All right. All right, uploading now.
This may be the first time that I had mine done and uploaded, like truly on time and not a minute late. There's always that, well, I can squeeze one more thing in here. 2 minutes is all I need.
I know. Okay, I got mine in. Let's see what we got. Suzanne's, Greg's. Where's Suzanne? Maybe she can't come back on. I don't know. All right. Awesome. Robert, John, where's your stuff, man? Get your stuff in there. Oh. That was a hard one. Okay. Susan. Do people ever call you Susie?
If they do, I will correct them. People call me Spiral. I accept Suzanne and I accept Spiral because Little Spiral is my name. But I don't accept Suze or Susie. I will correct you if you call me that.
And I'll correct people if they say Zion. I can't stand that.
How do you say it?
Zion,
Zion.
like lion. You don't say lion.
Unless you were lying on a bed or something. Zion.
I've had to fight that my whole life. And then
Yeah.
the Matrix movie came out, and they're all like the city of Zion. I'm like, man, you gotta fuck that up.
Get my name out of your mouth.
Be gone. Be gone. All right. That was a crazy one, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Jerome, let's start with you. Actually, no, we're starting with Greg. We're going to do it in order. Greg was first. Slower tempos. Awesome. Let's check it out.
Awesome.
Yeah, very awesome. So let me see if I know what you did here. You lined up the bass and the percussion. You slowed them down even more, I think.
Yep. Yeah. The percussion was originally at 65 and this whole thing is at 60.
Okay. And then you took that little string and you put it in just certain spots, and it's faster. It's like double timed. And then you had a really cool like chord thing you're doing in there. Dun, dun, dun.
And so that's, sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no. Was that part of this other sample did you just clip it in, or was that a different patch?
It's the first part of the string before the swell on the string thing.
Oh, okay.
It's just the first part of that cut out and then adjusted.
Clever. It worked
Cool.
really.
And it like, so that's, I recently upgraded to Melodyne Editor, which is the polyphonic editing.
Yeah.
And hadn't even looked at it until this, like, oh, now I actually have use for it. And I wish I would have looked at how to use it. So, but it turns out
I didn't
really
even
easy.
think
So,
about
I mean, it just shows you all the notes and you just go in and move them around. So I was able to just, change the chord.
Like, dang you. I totally forgot I can do that.
We learned the secrets. Wow.
There you go.
Takes a little time, but yeah.
Really cool. And what else was in there? What's all that stuff?
That's an Echo Boy preset on the percussion track. I found a preset I liked, and I'm just turning the bypass on and off throughout. So mostly it's off, and then where there's a break for it, it's
That's cool. And
cool.
I also thought at the very beginning it actually, speaking of Matrix, this sound right here. Isn't that like exactly from the Matrix? What is that?
Yes.
So that's the Ambient Voices, a chunk of it stretched way out, and then with Alter Boy dropping the pitch, it's a 50-50 split. So wet signal, or rather dry signal 50%, the other 50% is Alter Boy dropping the pitch by an octave, but with automation on the formant, so that you get that sort of throat singing effect, that whole thing. That was done manually with automation.
That literally sounds like the very beginning, where you see all the little numbers flashing and you're zooming in.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
the Sound Toys plugins, if you have it in your budget for something like that, the Sound Toys suite makes this kind of stuff, like that kind of stuff, so easy, because they have presets for it, and if your DAW exposes automations for the plugin parameters, it's really easy to just draw that kind of stuff in. So
interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I have not checked that out. I would love to. Black
Well,
Friday.
skip mine. Skip mine. Don't play mine after hearing his.
But Robert, that's how I always feel after hearing other people's too. It's like, oh, everybody else's is so much better than mine. I think we get in our own heads about, like, we always know
Yeah.
how ours would be if it were perfect. And of course, they're never perfect, especially after just an hour. So, you know.
Not supposed to be perfect. It's not
Wow.
supposed to be. That was awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? Anybody else want to say anything? Okay, let's jump to Suzanne. Creepy scattered tempos. Ooh. Halloween's coming, and I have a black cat, so
Cool.
there's some really cool stuff in that. I love how you kind of slowly brought in that string thing that kind of echoey and reverby kind of brought in slowly. The drums were a great addition and a good surprise. It's like, oh man, that sounded cool when those come in. Yeah, what was talk to me about your process, Suzanne?
After cursing your name, I brought everything in and didn't realize, like, it took a good 10-15 minutes to figure out how to adjust each BPM, but when I did, I was like, oh, okay. Like with Ableton, it took me forever to understand automations until somebody's like, you could just type the A button. I'm like, oh, well, yeah. But in Ableton, you just double click. There's a BPM setting right in the clip editor, and I never knew that before. So finally got things to line up, and there was a couple of points where I even just did it manually, did the up-down arrows so that it would stretch and shrink according to the grid. That was helpful. And then I noticed that they weren't exactly out of key. They were just weird sounding. So I leaned into the weird sounding, and I did pitch the ethereal, the atmosphere voices a half step down, half step up to kind of make it interesting music theory wise. And what else did I do? I automated the low pass filter on a couple of those, and then I did not do the sidechain. That would be something I would have done if I had a little more time. Cool.
Yeah, the ambient voices were the hardest ones to make work in this. That's what I found too. Because it's like a minor chord, but it keeps hitting a seventh in it, and it's weird. It's like, how do you make that fit? And I had to do something really weird. You'll hear in a minute, but yeah, that was a hard one to get in. Really cool. You just taught me something, by the way.
What?
The BPM in the clip editor.
Yes.
Never noticed it.
I know, me neither. I'm so glad I could teach you, because you've taught me a lot of shit.
Thank you. I did not know that was there.
It's right there, and you can just arrow up and down, and it stretches. It's great.
I've been stretching it. I've been putting a pin in and then stretching it out, and then trying to measure it out how far it need to go.
Which can also work, but yeah. Now I hope I've improved your life.
Thank you. That was seriously a huge thing to learn. Huge.
Great.
Cool. Well, it was really good. It was very creative, and I love. What drums did you use for that?
Oh, yeah, I did find just a random, some random thing.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah, ages ago I got some Unison pack or something that came with a bunch of stuff, and I found it. Oh, Jerome, you say where do you arrow? Like you just click on the number. It says BPM 120 or whatever, and then if you're clicked on that, you can just arrow up and down, and you can see the clip on the grid kind of stretch and shrink as you arrow it up and down. It's great.
This is only on Ableton.
Able to, yeah.
Ableton. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I never knew this.
I'm
so
so glad. I'm so glad. Again, it's like I feel so dumb when people like just hit the A button.
Yeah. Well, that was a new feature in like Ableton 9, I think, when they introduced that, and it confused the hell out of me too. Where are my automations? Yeah.
Yeah, Jerome, inside the clip, if you double click on the clip and whatever, it's in the warp.
Yeah, I can show you guys
section.
real quick for those who have Ableton on here. So when you click, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
When you click one of these things here, a clip, it's down right here. And you could either drag your mouse too. Like if you click and drag your mouse, it'll do that. Or you can do like Suzanne said, click it and then hit your arrows up and down.
Yeah. Or if you want to double it or have it, there's the 2x and yeah.
I use those all the time and I've never noticed.
I know. Isn't that funny?
It's weird.
Anyway. Yeah, cool.
That was awesome. Thank you. Anybody else want to say anything or ask a question or get advice about Ableton from Suzanne?
Yeah, again, skip mine after hearing hers and Greg's.
No.
No, this is newbie friendly. This is also
exactly
like old bee friendly, like
old bees,
old bees and newbies. It's all friendly.
Rome's now. Wow, it's impressive. I love the chords that you used in there. Really, really nice. Has a very strong, I mean, it has a feel. The whole thing feels very cohesive, like it's all one track, you know. It's really cool. I like your use of the instruments. I mean, here you got some really cool pads or something going on there, which is really nice. I know you don't have a mic. We all need to pitch in and get Jerome a mic. But if you want to chat in the thing. It'd be great to hear your thoughts on this and what you came up with and how you did it. It's really cool, man. Really cool. I like that the beat kind of comes in and it has a nice, the hi-hat has a nice trap or hip hop, pattern to it. Those triplets, those 6 tuplets in there. But yeah, it sounded good, man. Cool. Anybody have thoughts on that one? Those gospel chords. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. They sounded like gospel chords to me too. The pad is just the strings and voice through massive reverb. Oh, wow.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, that was awesome. I don't know why you had to feel so insecure. It's like I would say it's probably the most tasteful one so far. Just like actual musicality, and there's a lot of clarity.
Mhm.
So it's actually, I don't know if you did much mixing on it, but mine was just like one big reverb chaos, and yours is very like clean, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the groove. Everybody's bobbing their head to it.
You sidechain the gate to melody from kick drum. Oh, okay. Nice. What I learned today is it's easier to grab loops than play stuff myself. Yeah, I get you. Jerome, are you do you play at churches or anything like that? Do you have a gospel background? Praise and worship kind of thing? Not really. Okay.
Okay.
Really?
No, it's very jazzy, like gospel and jazz and R&B, like they're all the same family. So it's very cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Awesome. All right. John, did you submit anything? John was watching me most of the time. Cheater. Robert, let's listen to yours.
Oh no.
No, there's no, oh no. Oh, you really use that guitar. I love that.
Yeah, I tried.
Nobody else used guitar. That was impressive. Is that real guitar?
Keyboard, just playing it on the keyboard through a patch. Yeah.
It's cool. It really fits. It has a in fact, while I was working, I was thinking, man, I wish I had time to throw some guitar in mine. And I didn't have time, but I like that. I like that the beat, there's an energy, it level up halfway through it that really started to pick up. Tell us your thoughts and how you did that.
Well, mine is, I'm always dealing with trying to get something done out of my head in time for this. So I said, let me try to do something easy. I'm usually using piano or Rhodes or something like that. So I said, let me try a guitar just to do something different. And I know you had mentioned about the tempos, different tempos.
Yeah.
I said, now if I do my usual, I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to figure out the tempos and match everything. So I'm just going to clip and move and cut and move and blend and do a little stretching and make everything fit. So that's kind of like what I did with the chordy type, that swirling type thing. I just cut stuff where I wanted a certain sound to be on the beat. And then I kind of use a second track and stretched it and morphed the two in between each other to make it kind of coherent, that it sounds like one. So that's just what I did. So I didn't too much worry with the tempo until that last part when that kind of like a bassist kind of thing came in. I stretched that to
I
make
see.
it go to the tempo. So
What DAW do you use?
I use Reaper.
Reaper. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
It's really good, man. Well
Robert,
done.
don't you just love the stretching and editing in Reaper? That's
I
what I used to.
love it.
Yeah.
Yep. I do love it.
Oh, wow.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with it. Well, cool. What did you learn from this?
As with me, always time constraint. Because I always think of these as if someone came to me and asked me to do something and say, I've only got a day or I've got a couple hours. What can you do? You know, this is good practice for me to get an idea out. But I've also found out after listening to you guys, I get other ideas. I'm like, I should have done that. I could do that. I could do it with, I said, well, this is the first thing I came up with because of the time constraint.
Yep.
So, but I'm always dealing with me trying to learn how to get an idea down and run with it and not spend too much time on a particular thing and lose time.
Yeah.
So time is my thing I'm really working on the most.
It's
So.
almost like your brain is full of scattered tempos.
Exactly.
Robert, I was actually here, like, your song reminded me of like a 90s song that I used to love. What is it? Wait. Do you recognize this?
I don't. What is that?
The Cardigans? They did a song, I will never know, cause you will never show. Come on and let me know. Totally reminded me of that. And that's what I was messing around with the piano. I'm like, what song was that? What song was that?
Wow.
But it reminds me of a Cardigans song. Not Loveful, but the other one that they had a hit with. Anyway.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But not vibe, like the guitar vibe was really cool in like 90s, but the notes and the melody. It's a good song.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
The amount of times I've written stuff and then somebody will say, oh, that sounds a little like this. And I'll look it up and I go, oh my God, it sounds exactly like that. And I don't realize it's like in my subconscious somewhere,
Yes.
That melody interval or whatever.
Oh, really?
Okay, but have you ever ripped yourself off?
Yes.
I find myself doing that all the time. I'll think, oh, this is a great new idea. Oh, I like this little melody. Oh, wait, that's the chorus I'm using in this other thing.
Yep. A lot of my chord progressions. I'm like, I've done that one 14 times, but it sounds fresh.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Wow.
John, I think he didn't submit his. So I'll play mine and then let you guys go. I had some thoughts on this, so I want to play it and then I'll tell you my thoughts on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that little breakdown thing is just weirdness.
We need a cheering section.
Woo!
I couldn't figure out what to do with those ambient voices. So I just thought, let it be a weird like break and then go back into the groove. That's the only thing I could think of. I just couldn't make it fit.
What was that breakdown, that first one?
It's
Yeah.
just this, it's just that ambient voices.
Oh, okay.
I think I pitched it down.
Yeah. I pitched it down too. Yeah, no, I liked it because I think you also leaned into the weird and just let them be where they were. Yeah, I liked it.
Thanks. Yeah, it was odd. One of the things I did differently on this that I've never done before is I take like the bass and I put a compressor on it and sidechain it to the kick drum or the low frequencies of the percussion. So every time a kick or something happens, it ducks the bass, right? I started off doing that, and then I thought, what if I did the opposite? So I actually took the percussion and I dipped the percussion based on the bass instead. And so I don't know if you can hear that. Because the bass is very prominent, but the percussion's just kind of coming in and out in different places. And it's not, and I've never done that before. I just thought, let's see where that goes. It's different. It's weird. So yeah, kind of weird.
Very cool.
It was definitely challenging to get the keys and everything lined up and try to make something out of it. And then I tried actually using a really heavy drums. It's kind of like what Suzanne did at one point. That were just and I actually liked that direction better, but I was like, I don't have enough time to make this go where I want it to go. So I just ditched it and went with just really kind of light percussive kind of drums. It was just really super, light. Like the fill is kind of heavy, and then the beat is like super light, like a tiny little clip.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. What did you learn?
I learned that you can change the BPM on the
Thanks, Suzanne.
You're welcome.
Besides that, I should have used Melodyne I could have changed some things with Melodyne, like Greg said.
Yes.
Didn't think of that.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for giving that to us at the end. And
It's not my job to keep track of what tools you have, man.
That's probably the main things I learned. This was a hard one. This was harder than I expected it to be, but it's a weird one too. Sometimes by pushing ourselves into new areas we learn more, I think.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad that you struggled with it as much as I did.
Exactly.
Definitely did. All
Awesome.
right.
Well, I struggled with mine, definitely.
John, tell us.
To no avail, unfortunately. But I did go into Logic, and I did try and look on the web, but through scouting around and going into the editor where you can choose file, or I forget what they are. I'd have to get out of this window to do it. Anyway, if you go to file at the bottom of the audio editor, and then you go to functions, then they have something called time and pitch machine. And I thought, wow, this is great. And it doesn't matter, I found, no matter what tempo you put it at, it doesn't make any difference in the tempo. Even when it says process and paste, nothing changes.
Oh,
So I wasn't to accomplish anything. So I tried various things, and at the end, it ended up erasing. It said erase previous tempo. I thought, well, maybe that's what I have to do. What it did was erase the whole audio file. So I was exploring and crashing. So basically,
well,
to do this, I'll have to do more research. But I thought that was a handy tool. Both the tempo and the pitch were there in the same window, but it made no difference on what you did. So
yeah. Well, maybe this is an opportunity now to figure all that out.
Ableton.
Or switch to Ableton.
Yes. So anyway, yeah.
I know Logic does this kind of stuff really well, so you just got to figure it out. I don't know how, but
yeah,
a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, there were some things about, what was it called, curving, or I forgot what you called it. Whatever you have to do to change MP3 into manipulating MIDI files, but it started with the C, I thought. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There was a video on how to oh no, not C. What am I talking about? Warping audio.
Yeah.
So,
every DAW has a way of doing that, and they call it different things: time stretching, warping.
right. And so it says you have to use the flex tool. So I went in there and
flex,
but that didn't seem to do anything either. So
if you can find some tutorials on it, so you can watch somebody do it in Logic.
Yeah.
And I bet you can find something that'll show you, kind of walk you through it.
The other thing, all this time I've been calling you Zion, and you've never corrected me. So I used to sing in a choir, and we do Handel's Messiah, and it's always this one part, Zion. You actually sing it that way. So
I know it, and that's the thing. It's yeah. In fact, I've met a few Zions in my day, and there was one of them actually went by Zion, and I'm like, man, you're ruining it for the rest of us. What are you doing?
Everybody else is wrong. Yeah.
Zion.
Like an alien to me.
Zion.
It's one word in Texas, Zion. How my dad says it. Zion, where are you, boy?
Yeah.
But it was interesting watching you work, because I thought, okay, I'll learn something here, even though it's a different DAW. But just how rapidly you can access all your stuff and experiment around. So, but anyway, I realized if I'm
Takes
going to
a
get
lot of
anything
practice,
after 12:40, I figured I got to do something here. So I didn't have a lot of work time.
Well, I hope you got something out of it anyway. Even if what you got out of it is, hey, I need to learn this.
Yeah,
I need to learn how to do that. That's valuable. So, well, guys, thanks for being here with me. And it sounds like Thursdays might work for some of you. This is great for me. Actually, it's actually better for me on the weekday. So, oh, Jerome says, do you ever think about doing it in the evening? I might get some additional participants. Yeah. Are you on the East Coast, Jerome? What time zone are you in? I'm Central. Okay. I was thinking about doing it like 4 or 5 on Thursdays, something like that, about maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. And that way you catch a few more people getting off work or something like that. Evenings are hard. I might be able to do evenings. What about you guys? Would an evening be bad?
Evenings would be rough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can do Thursday mornings. I'm maybe off and on. But yeah.
Oh, alternate weeks. Yeah. That actually might be good too.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a time that works for a bunch of people,
Yeah. Yeah. Keep to what I would say, Zion, is like keep to what you know that you can keep to, like consistently.
Yeah.
And people will either make the time or not. Also, have you thought about perhaps like because it's already in the system, like you could have another host at another time going off of the same
Absolutely
prompts.
Yep. It's what I'm doing isn't rocket science or anything.
Well, if you like, you've already been setting it up. Let's have a conversation. But you've already set it up. All somebody else needs to do is say, "Hey, go to here. Here's the same."
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yep. Yep. That
Okay.
might work.
Let's have a conversation, Zion. Zion. Zion.
Not if you call me that.
Zion.
Oh.
If I ever call you Zion, you can totally call me Suze, and we'll both
Right,
just
Suze.
hate each other.
Deal. I like this deal.
Okay.
Yeah, let me think about it. Let me get back to
Right.
you on that, and we'll be talking. We'll
Okay.
figure something out. I
Okay,
love
Mr.
you guys are here
Mr. Brock.
consistently, though. Makes me very happy. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. See you next week.